Tonight, hospitals, doctors, and pregnant women with complications have a lot of questions about how Missouri's abortion ban could impact their care.
Governor Mike Parson promised his health department would provide those answers. The Department of Health and Senior Services released a one-page document yesterday saying criminal charges are not under their discretion.
Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, pressed the governor to clear up the confusion. Mark.
Kelly and Mike, also tonight, new reaction to that horrific case in Ohio where a 10-year-old girl was raped and became pregnant. While prosecutors arrested and charged her rapist, who appeared in court in Ohio today, the attorney general in the state next door in Indiana is calling to investigate and prosecute or punish that doctor for carrying out an abortion there. Today, I asked Governor Parson directly, if that were to happen here in Missouri, would you use your pardon powers to protect a child rape victim or her doctor from prosecution for terminating a pregnancy? Here's how he responded.
Nothing has changed in the state of Missouri that wasn't in effect 3 months ago before the Dodd deal. The Dodd decision was to give the states the authority to make the decisions on that.
Missouri Governor Mike Parson signed this proclamation 3 weeks ago, activating a total ban on all abortions from the moment of fertilization, including in cases of rape and incest. The lone exception is when a mother faces a medical emergency that could result in, quote, irreversible physical impairment of a major bodily function of the pregnant woman. Doctors and hospital attorneys say that language could apply to the morning after pill or an ectopic pregnancy, where the egg is fertilized outside the uterus and has no chance at survival.
The question that OBGYNs and surgeons and pregnant women with complications have is, do they have to wait until internal bleeding begins before they can start caring for them?
I think what's going to happen is they're going to have a seat at the table to decide what life-threatening is to the patient. And I think the patient's going to have a place to play in that. Doctors are. But I don't think we need to leave that up to bureaucrats and attorneys.
It's absolutely right. That decision should be made between a woman and her doctor.
At an event Thursday morning in St. Louis, Mayor Tashara Jones reacted to Parson's comment and the rape-induced pregnancy in Ohio.
We have to do what's absolutely and legally necessary to make sure that we protect our children. And that situation in Ohio was horrific.
While Parson now says state lawmakers should eventually debate any changes to clarify that law, he shot down Democrats' demand to do it now.
No, not a special session, because you're talking a very complicated issue that's going to take time to figure out how to do this.
Missouri Democrats said Parson refused to give those hospitals clear answers, opting instead for, quote, vague assurances. Planned Parenthood said the state's one-page fact sheet deferring on the criminal code was, quote, cold comfort to those hospitals and health providers. We reached back out to the governor's office tonight to ask if he would use pardon power to shield a rape victim or their doctor from prosecution. At last word, they were still deciding if they wanted to respond to that question.